How do you do, buckaroos? I've moved on down to Lost Signal, the third brewery around downtown Springfield, and I was going to have something else and made a last-minute decision. They have a Jack Ale in their pumpkin ale, but they have it on tap, and they also have a cask version of. So I decided to order both of those in 4-ounce pours. This is the tap. And this is the cask. I don't know if you guys can tell there on camera, but here looking at them, there is quite a difference. It really is just visually. The cask is a little darker, and the head. Shoot, I lost my life there. And the head is much creamier. See if I can get it where you're not getting a glare on me there. Pumpkin and spice. So what spice do you use in this pumpkin ale? Just a typical pumpkin spices or anything different?
Just typical pumpkin spices.
Nutmeg, allspice. Clove, okay, gotcha. So nutmeg's in allspice. Yep, what you'd expect. Oh, see, that's interesting. I'll tell you what, let me do this again here. So you feel a little pumpkin on the nose. You definitely feel those spices. Holy Moses. Hold on, I'm going to set the camera down for a second. Sorry about that. That spilled on me. Anyways. What I was trying to mention is that typically when I've had tap and cask, I feel the notes sharper on the tap and they're smoother on the cask. But right here, what I'm getting is much of that same thing. Although the notes, the spice notes, really feel creamy on the nose. Oh yeah, that tap version. This is a 5%. They call it cask ale. This is 5% pumpkin ale. Now let me try the tap version. Now the tap version is much colder. I should point out. And like I said earlier, the notes are a little sharper. On the cask, the aromas, the flavors are much creamier, they're much smoother, more mellow, they meld together better. And I don't know what temp they've got it at. It feels like it's probably at about 50 if I was to guess.
43.
But 43, okay. 43, so I was a little bit off, but it feels much warmer than the tap. Which actually, to be honest with you, where this is right now is probably where this beer ought to be. It's absolutely beautiful. So there you go. I am a ton of beer whiskey. I'm going to have a couple more here, so I don't want to waste all my time on one. So I'll be back. How you do, buckaroos? So I just ordered another half pint of, well, actually I had 2 4-ounce pours. Now I'm having a half pint of their smoked pecan porter. Now I did ask him a question just a second ago. What I found out is that the malt is not smoked. What's smoked are the pecans. So this isn't like a raw beer. The smoked pecan porter, 6.1%, but the malt is not smoked. The pecans are. You do get a little smoke on the nose. You also feel those pecans on the nose as well. My hands are not wanting to hold steady, man. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Well, you can feel the smoke, though. I mean, you mentioned he said he couldn't. I can taste the smoke.
It's very light in there, but I think he was expecting some campfire.
Oh yeah.
I don't like those kind of beers.
Yeah, no, I mean, you could tell the smoke's there, though. I mean, it's subtle, but it's apparent. But it's nice. The nutty notes are very nice on this. I also get just a hint of chocolate in there as well from the porter malt. and blends well. You know, you can add. They can get crazy with this thing if they wanted to, especially around the holidays. Do a, you know, make it a little sweeter, do a pecan pie kind of thing going on. But the flavors here are absolutely gorgeous. I tell you what I'd love to do with this beer, to be honest with you, is do a reduction sauce with it. I always try to, you know, I do a lot of cooking and I look at a lot of craft beers and I think of what I could do with it. Would it work as a marinade? And this particular beer, I would love to do a reduction sauce. It'd be absolutely gorgeous. The reduction sauce drizzle over pecan pie, and there you got some. It's a fine beer, man. I'll be back. Hey, how you do, Buckaroos? How the heck are you? So I got a little palate cleanser here. I've got a 4-ounce pour of their lowdown. It's a rye blonde, 4.8%. Session to some, not to others, depending on your point of view of where a session beer should land. For me, it's session-ish, but you know, I'm not a hardcore on such things.
Open seating.
Oh, I tell you, the nose is very nice, but I tell you what, it's kind of difficult in here to really gauge a proper nose because they smoke meats, and you get that smoke that permeates the building. So I'm smelling smoked pork in the back. So I'm trying to get my nose in this beer where I'm smelling the beer accurately, and it's very difficult because I get smoke and everything. I'm not complaining, mind you, just so you know. I'm just stating the fact. I'm not whining about it because I like that smoke.
I never have any hats left because my dog chewed them all up.
Is that right? Yeah, that makes sense.
Yes.
Actually, this is nice. They're not to the point where they're starting to distribute, I guess, with some kegs out. They're not to the point where they're bottling or canning yet. I would love to see them start to bottle or can, because this is one that I'd really like to session all, you at 4.8%, whatever you call it session. But this is one that would be a great summer beer. I mean, you would love to have this in cans taken to the picnic. This is beautiful.
Well, there's something I found even worse than my gesture.
Let me get you dudes.
Think of ranch.
I don't know, man.
Get it out.
But this is nice. It's got a nice dry finish. You do feel that rye in there, which is nice. That just gives you that hint of spice. But it's one of those beers you feel like you could just drink a lot of. It's very nice. So anyways, I'm Ton of Beer Whisperer, and I may or not may have back, who knows? Buckaroos, at this point I'm kind of homesteading at La Signal, but I wanted to revisit the Tripel they have here. It's 9.1%. It's $4 for an 8-ounce pour, which really isn't bad. But I just found out that it uses a percentage, I think you said 5% of smoked malt, the same smoke that they use to smoke their meats here. It is a blend of oak and hickory. And I don't remember noticing it before, but that was a while back. And it's hard to tell because, like I said earlier, there's a lot of smoke throughout the building. So, but I feel like I can get a little bit on the nose. Yeah, why not? You know, just because you don't necessarily notice something doesn't necessarily mean it doesn't make a difference, you know what I mean? Sometimes you add that one ingredient that nobody can tell it's in there, but if you take it out, everybody knows something's missing, but they never know what that one ingredient is. I think this is one of those beers. I don't know that everybody could tell that smoked malt is in there, but I think if you check it out, everybody would notice something was missing if you're following my drip there. So there you go. So I've got an 8-ounce pour of this, and I don't want to drink it all on camera, so I'm going to stop now, but I wanted to let you know what I was drinking, man. All right, so the wife's coming back to get me, so I ordered 2 4-ounce pours and some food to go. So the first one I have here is their Baie Blanche. I'm not sure the correct pronunciation, but it is a Belgian wit with cranberry. You can see that slight pink hue to it. I don't order a lot of Belgian woods. Quite frankly, I'm just not a fan of the style. I think they're okay in the summer. It's just not a stay. But even in the summer, there's other beers I'd rather have. I'd really prefer a good Pilsner. I'm just not a fan of the wit. But anyway, I'd rather have the Hefeweizen, to be honest with you. But this is interesting, actually. You do feel you kind of feel what the typical aromas you get from a Belgian wit. But this one, you get that slight tartness of the cranberry. Kind of cleans it up nicely. Actually, I would love to. I'm not doing a turkey this year, but my son-in-law is. But if I were to do one, I would love to marinate that turkey breast to this beer. I think it'd be very interesting. So, anyways, let me switch it over here. I also ordered their Atomic Wedge. This is a PB&J ale. Oh, and you can smell the peanut butter. That's for damn sure. I'm not typically a fan of these type of beers, I'll be honest with you. I find them to be gimmick beers, but I also find myself curious to order them every now and again. 6.2% this one is. It's very good, I gotta tell you, because that's what it tastes like. It tastes just like PB&J. I like when something lives up to what it's advertised as. Because it does feel like peanut butter and grape jelly. So there you go. I am Tom, a beer whisperer, prolific beer drinker, beer evangelist, purveyor of wisdom, and all around good guy.